All right, hello everyone. How are you? It's Kei. So this is the 13th of May 2022 on Friday. So happy Friday to everyone. I hope you're having a great day today. And I hope you will have a great weekend from tomorrow. So yeah, as usual, let's check some charts together and see what's happening in Forex and some other markets today. So looks like markets have been retracing unlike yesterday. So I hope you didn't lose in days like today. Yeah, when the market retraces, it becomes quite tricky. So if you're not confident, then my advice is to stay away. Like yesterday, JPY was strong, AUD was weak, but today it's totally opposite. Like AUD is strong, JPY is weak. So yeah, and other currency strengths are also in opposite direction today. So looks like we have some tricky market. Yeah, looks like yeah, last week and this week has been quite tricky. We had some big trends in JPY pairs, in AUD, and other pairs this week. But today, it's just going backwards. So, but yeah, let's check some charts together. And we can look for some good setup to trade. If not, then we can always think to the future markets, what can happen by the analysis. So let me start. Let me switch the screen. All right. Okay, and before starting, as usual, as a quick disclaimer, this content is all based on my own experience knowledge, only for the educational purposes. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also, since this is live, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Because after all, we are all here to learn. And also, quickly, recently there are so many spamming accounts. So when you see my fake accounts on Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, direct messages, please be careful because I never do these. All right, so yeah, since it's Friday, let's just relax. Just have some tea or coffee in your hand and just relax and enjoy the life today. Okay, so let me say hi to everyone to start with. All right, Jorg and Ben, David, good to see you here. M13, Bokod, Camillus, and Aditya, Asif, Payson, Muhammad, and Kush, M13 also, good to see you. Joseph, Ivan, Kush, TikTok, James, Sarosh, Oman, Yar, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. Alex, all right, Mizan, Paul, John On, and Mahardika also. Ronald, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. All right, so yeah, let's. So before jumping into the markets, let me confirm what's happening on each currency strings. So when the market becomes tricky like today, first thing you want to do is check the strength chart. So let me switch to the currency strength chart website here. And today looks like a JPY is weak. The light blue is JPY. It's weak. And then CAD and AUD are strong. Right? And all the other currencies are flat. So we can first look at the AUD JPY and CAD JPY and see if we can find any good setup to trade. And then we look at some other pairs. So first, I will look into AUD JPY. Oh, and also there was a big news today. It just happened just now, Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index report. So this is the sentiment, customer sentiment, consumer sentiment reported by the Michigan University. And it was negative, looks like. Worse than previous, worse than consensus. So it was negative 59.1. And when the situations like this, USD tends to be sold, is a theory. So let's look into that also. As we look through some USD pairs or some other markets, let's also keep this in mind. USD may be weak right now. Let me refresh the strength chart. And yeah, USD is going down, but looks like the impact is not so much. So first, I will look into AUD/JPY and CAD/JPY. So AUD/JPY is here. So until yesterday, it has been bearish, but today it's bullish. As I mentioned yesterday, this pair actually went down on the Senko Span B, and I mentioned we have to wait for the breakout of the Kumo if you want to sell. And looks like it was supported by the Senko Span B, and now it's going up. So this is against major direction, and within the Kumo now in the daily time frame. So this is a market to stay away. Yeah, even if you see bullish candles today, this bullishness may not last long because it's in the Kumo now. And this is also engulfing inside bar. So in days like this, I stay away from this one. And then let's look into also CAD/JPY. Yeah, CAD/JPY is also inside bar, just like AUD/JPY. But this is above the Kumo. So as compared to AUD/JPY, CAD/JPY is more bullish. And Chikou span is touching the candles, and Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So it's no trend right now. It's not a good setup to trade. So although we have bullish candles today, this is also a tricky market to be in. So that's CAD/JPY and AUD/JPY. Let me just mark the pairs that I talked in the live so that I don't confuse myself which one I talked, which one I didn't. Okay, so yeah, and let's look into some USD pairs. USD, according to the sentiment report, it was negative. So USD is currently sold. So we may see some breakouts. So let's look into some USD pairs. First, I will look into Euro USD. This is daily chart. The daily chart still shows bearish. Kumo is down. Right now, Kumo Senko Span B down, A down. And Kijun Sen is down. Tenkan Sen is also down. Chikou Span below candles. So this is bearish. I still expect the market breaks the support and go down this way. And on yesterday's live, I was mentioning on the Euro USD and Pound USD because these are the best pairs from yesterday. And I prefer Euro USD still because there was a like 1 week or 2 weeks range, and yesterday the range has been broken bearish. So this could be the new sign for the downtrend. So however, the market may retrace back to the Tenkan Sen because it has been resisted by the Tenkan Sen many times previously. So now it's below the Tenkan Sen. So next week it could retrace and resist it by the Tenkan Sen and continuously go down is my view. So, but this is bearish in the long term. So I will continuously look for the sell chance. So that's the Euro USD. And then I will also look into Pound USD. The Pound USD has been bearish also. Today is bearish, but this is like doji candle, not really strong downtrend today. But overall, Kumo is down, Kijun Sen down, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below candles. Market has been resisted by the Tenkan Sen twice before. So this one is also stable downtrend. Yeah, we can still look for the sell chance next week. But no, maybe not today because market's closing. This is Friday. So we have to be away if you have no positions right now. Pound USD looks good also. Continuously, I will look for the sell chance next week. So that's that. And let's see what else we can find. In terms of other USD pairs, USD/JPY, it has been bullish, but exactly since 28th of April, it has been range. Today is bullish, but again, this is inside bar. Above the Kijun-sen is up, but Kumo is flat. Chikou span is above candles, but Kumo flat. So this is not the market to trade. Because even if you buy, this is bullish in terms of Ichimoku. But even if you buy, it may retrace and you might hit the stop loss. Or even if you go up, it may take time to break the resistance. And this is not really time efficient trade. So in this kind of situation, I will simply stay away. Yeah, so lots of staying away markets today. Yeah, 4 hour is also below the Kumo after retracement, and this is not a good market to be in. Yeah, and let's see what else we can find. USD CAD is, yeah, it's retracing backwards because of the weak USD right now by the news. But yeah, still this is these 4 days range. So not a good one to look for the buying edge because it's going down today. And AUD USD was also, yeah, AUD USD has been bearish. Yesterday there was a pin bar break. Pin bar has been broken bearish yesterday, but today retracing backwards. So yeah, still this is bearish. I will continue to look for the sell chance next week. Kumo down, Kijun-sen down. Chikou span below candles. But yeah, I will most likely stay away today. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna become bearish candle today. So yeah, I will just look into it and prepare to sell next week. I will actually talk about these pairs on Sunday, weekly forecast in more details on the daily and also weekly time frames. But you know, it's good to see charts as many times as you want, so that you can always you know, keep in mind these important points about the markets. At least which way the market goes, we have to keep in mind on each market. Okay, so yeah, thanks for joining everybody. Great to see you and happy Friday to everyone. And I hope you have a great weekend ahead. So let's see. Yeah, let me see. So yeah, gold. Yeah, I see some gold comments. So let me check the gold XAU USD. Okay, so gold daily chart is still bearish, continuously bearish, so we can follow downtrend. Yeah, Kumo Senko span B down, A down. Kijun Sen is also down. Tenkan Sen is also down. Chikou span below candles. Market was resisted by the Tenkan Sen, so this is bearish. And the initial target is going to be the previous support on 7080.74. So it may reach sometime next week. So let me look into 1 hour. In 1 hour, it's now flat. Yeah, Kumo, Kijun Sen are flat right now. So this is not a good time to sell. But looks like the market has been resisted by the descending trend line, like this way. So as long as it's below the line, you can continuously look for the sell chance. Yeah, due to the weak USD right now, according to the news, it's retracing backwards, but it may be resisted by the descending trend line or the Kijun Sen and continuously go down this way. So yeah, right now is not the best timing, but we can continuously monitor and look for the sell chance if this pullback happens. So let's see. Coming back to the daily time frame. So yeah, I guess hold on. I think I have time cycles on this one. Yeah. So according to time cycles, these are the Henkabi actually. The Henkabi for the high was actually yesterday, but there is no high. So it was 10 bar with the, this is called Taito Suchi. Taito means the same. Suchi means number. So from the previous high on the 18th April to 29th of April was 10 bar. So as Taito Suchi, same number, it was 10, was yesterday, 12th of May, as a potential high. But looks like the market did not respect the high on yesterday. So the next potential high can be the next Kihon Suchi number, which is 17. So 17th day will be here, 23rd of March, 23rd of May. So that can be the new high. And if that's the case, most likely the low remain the same, 25, as also the Taito Suchi number here. The low between the 29th of March and this is 3rd of May. In between, it was 25. So this is Taito Suchi, same number, Taito Suchi 25 is going to be 6th of June. So that will be the potential swing low. So the market is going down, but next week, let's say it touches a support 1780.46 level. It touches support and bounce. And this touch of support may happen on the 23rd, or before that, sorry, before 23rd, it may happen. And then this 23rd of May can be the next swing high. And then it breaks the support and goes down until the 6th of June is the time cycle analysis. If it breaks support, that will be the scenario. So yeah, still in the long term, this is bearish. So I will continuously look for the sell chance. So if you're holding sell on gold, then no reason to exit. You can keep holding until at least the market reaches down to the support. 1780.46 is my view. Okay, so that's the gold with the time cycles. Okay, thank you for joining everybody. Great to see you. I see many comments now. Okay, all right, so coming back to Forex, let's check some other charts now. Okay, let's see. How about CAD Swiss franc? All right, yeah, CAD Swiss franc broke the resistance and now it's going up. I think this one is the best one so far to look for the buying opportunity. So Kumo is up, Senko span AB up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen both bullish, and Chikou span above candles. And today looks like the market broke the resistance of 0.7720. It was a resistance all the way back from October 2018. So yeah, this market looks to be continuously bullish. And also what I like about this market is that it broke the previous engulfing candle. There was an engulfing high and low like this. And this engulfing breakout has happened bullish. Yeah, so I think this is significant. It may pull back, but most likely it will be supported by the previous resistance or the previous engulfing resistance and continuously goes up this way. So I think that's also very good. Yeah, this one so far is the best pair to trade. CAD Swiss franc. So I think weekly is also bullish. Yeah, weekly also looks to be bullish. So, but Kumo is a bit thin, so it may reverse. So in this case, we can follow the daily direction, daily trend. And what I mean by follow the daily time frame is means that as long as Kumo up, Kijun Sen up, you can still follow. But when you start to see Kijun Sen flat and Kumo flat, then you look for exit timing as the market retraces backwards this way. So in this case, I would take the CAD Swiss franc to trade. So I will look into 1 hour situation. Yeah, 1 hour broke the resistance very nicely. So yeah, this is bullish now. And let me look into the 5-minute. And so this is what I do. If you're new to my channel, my YouTube channel, my live stream, I use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo for higher time frames to capture which way the market's going, and also if the market is good to trade. And then I break it down to the 5-minute to capture exact entry timing. And in the 5-minute chart, I don't use Ichimoku because it's lagging, and the Ichimoku can be can have fake signals in the 5-minute. So instead of using Ichimoku, I use the other tools, which are the Bollinger Bands and stochastics. So as for this, yeah, it has been moving up in between the deviation 1 and 2. So this is called band walking, considered to be one of the nicest uptrend, stable uptrend in the 5. And I can also see that there was an engulfing breakout here just happened. So yeah, looks like this is continuously bullish. However, just right now, there is a new engulfing structure inside bars, and these two inside bars are bearish, so it might break the engulfing bearish. So in this case, I prefer to wait until the market breaks either bullish or bearish. If it breaks bullish, then that will be a buy. If it breaks bearish, then I expect the market will be resisted here, 0.7736 bounce, and goes up this way and take a buy afterwards. So yeah, this is where I stay away and monitor and come back maybe a couple of minutes later, and see if one of these scenario happens. Yeah, stochastics is dead crossing also, so yeah, it may pull back a little bit. But yeah, CADC's front looks good so far. Okay, and let's see. Agbola also says Euro Swiss franc. All right, so let me check the Euro Swiss franc. We'll come back to this pair later, but let me check the Euro Swiss franc in the meantime. So let's see. Euro Swiss franc. Okay, this is a daily time frame. It's retracing back to the Tenkan Sen, but this time it may be bounced by the Tenkan Sen and it goes up in this way. Yeah, so that's one. And then let's see. So that's one, but right now there's a doji. So in Kijun Sen flat, so it may break the Tenkan Sen and retrace back to Kijun Sen. So yeah, in that sense, this is a bit risky to buy over here. And if I also look at the 4-hour chart, this one is a range. Yeah, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, there was a Tenkan Kijun dead cross and Chikou span breakout. So it may break the Kumo and continuously bearish. So I would wait until the market comes above the Kijun Sen, and also Chikou span needs to be above the candles, but that will be most likely after the resistance breakout. So most likely I wait for the resistance breakout and look for the buying edge afterwards. This is the market to stay away. So Euro Swiss franc, yeah, there's no trend right now. Yeah. Thank you for joining, everybody. Yes, great to see you. Good to see you here. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you had a nice Friday today. And I hope you didn't lose in these retracing markets today. Yeah, make sure you be selective in which market to trade, which market not to trade. And which market not to trade is more important, actually. Because if you can identify which market not to trade, then you will automatically know which one to trade. So yeah, markets are open 24 hours Forex, and they are moving every day. but it doesn't mean that we have opportunities every day. And that was my big mistake when I first started a full-time trader. Yeah, I took so many trades because I thought if I monitor more, then I will have more chance to trade. So because when I was working full-time worker and part-time trader, I was only trading maybe 10 trades per day. After coming back to home, I was only able to trade maybe 10 or maybe sometimes only 5 trades. And after I finished the full-time job, I took, let's say, like 30, 40 trades per day. Yeah, I mean per day, I took that many trades, but it didn't relate to the profits. Yeah, and which was more painful was, even if I take, let's say, 30 trades every day, every single day, I will spend more time than being a full-time job. I will spend more time screening charts, taking trades, and seeing some market analysis and news and other tools. And I did it for 1 month. But in the end, I might lose sometimes or break even. I didn't gain, any amount at the end of the month. And yeah, and then also I lost big actually. I lost big because of the poor risk management. Then actually I got the depression. So that was my big mistake. So that's why I say it doesn't matter how long you monitor. It doesn't matter how long you monitor the charts, how long you put your time analysis, and how many trades. It doesn't relate to your profits, is the truth. And that's why I thought about how to be time efficient, how to take less screening time, how to take less trades, but make profits from the markets. And that's how I built my strategy. So I think this is important for everybody. Yeah, and also I think it also depends on type of the trader. I'm more of the type who wants to more relax and who wants to take less trades, who wants to see charts less hour and take it easy. But I know there are someone who wants to see charts all day and take more trades, scalping, exit entries in a quick way, and in that way you feel excited, and I think that's totally okay. But it wasn't the case for me. It wasn't my style. I got simply stressed and depressed after I lost so much profit, so much money. That's why it wasn't for me. So yeah, that was a little bit of a story, and that's why I say we have to be selective on which one to trade, which one not to trade. Yeah, let's see. Chuck Davis says, "Hi Kei, did you read book Learn on Forex markets fundamentals and why it moves? Like what really moves currencies compared to one another and so on? Is this kind of knowledge important to learn?" Yeah, it's good to know what can make the market move. You can find lots of books out there that talks about how currency pairs or currencies are moving every day with the actual businesses and also these investments. So, but you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know at the deep level, because even if you know this knowledge, sometimes it's unpredictable. So if it's unpredictable, then it's better to learn more about the risk management and your own psychology management than the fundamentals. So for me, I don't really trade by the fundamentals. I only check this website, the calendar, and I only mind these red ones, the high impact ones, and also the mid impact, because mid impact sometimes gives impact to the markets. So I only mind these high and mid impacts. But other than that, I don't really care. I don't really pay attention to these low impact news. So yeah, because I don't trade by the news. So yeah, and I found it's not really necessary to know all about the news to make profits. It doesn't relate either. Good to know, but not mandatory, I would say. Okay, so let's see. About Forex market fundamental books. Yeah, I have read some books in Japanese, and I didn't really read any books in English, so I'm not sure. I can't recommend any books as for the fundamental knowledge. But maybe you can search Google and find some articles. Maybe you can visit babypips.com, and they have so many information about that, like basic information about that. Yeah, but you don't have to know everything, is my opinion. Yeah, 30 trades was very stressful per day. Yeah, 30 trades. Yeah, so I woke up when I was a scalper back in Japan. I woke up at like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and started to see charts in the Asian session. Yeah, even if in the Asian session we can scalp because there are some movements in the market. So we can still take trades and exit in the 5-minute, 10-minute durations. So in the morning, I used to take like 10 trades and have some lunch. But I was eating lunch in the desk and then trade at the same time. So I didn't really stop trading actually, because I wanted to make profits. I wanted to make more profits, big profits, and I wanted to be successful back then because I quit my job and I have no backups. So I was very excited to do this, and that's why I took 10 trades in Asian session and 20 to 30 trades between London and New York sessions. Yeah, that was very stressful. If it was profitable, then psychologically it might be less stressful, but it becomes stressful, especially if you have loss by the end of the day. And especially also if you took like 40 trades or so, or 30 trades per day, there is no time to look back on trades. Simply, I didn't write journal. I didn't look back my trades. I just keep going and going, and that was my style. That was also a big mistake also, because I wasn't paying attention to my losing patterns, and I didn't know how to improve my trades. So yeah, it's always good to have some room in between yourself and the markets. Yeah, never be too close. Physically and also emotionally, never too close, never too attached to the charts and your trades. Yeah, let's say when you lose, let's say today once or twice, then simply leave and come back tomorrow is my also recommendation. Yeah, Camille, that's right. Yeah, overall trading is stressful. Yep, it is definitely stressful. Okay, Sai says, I have sell order on pound CAD. What is the exit point? Pound CAD, let's see. I haven't checked pound CAD yet. But let me see. Yeah, pound CAD is going down, but very close to support, so it may retrace, so be careful. Yeah, it may reverse. Yeah, but if it breaks the support, then the next support is going to be, let's see. Oh, there was also a tip of the week here from the February 2017. So 1.5734 can be the target. Yeah, so that will be the target for this one. But yeah, it may retrace backwards anytime soon. So if it happens, you have to exit very quickly. Yeah, when you trade, when the price is very close to support resistance, then you have to have a great risk management skill to be able to manage the losses. Otherwise, you may lose big over time. The Wise Ninja says, it's good you learn from your mistakes. Yes, always. Always we learn from our mistakes. Yeah, because if you took trades and when you look back your own trades, then you cannot lie on your own trades because they are actually from you yourself. So you have to be honest enough to be able to look back your own trades, especially losing trades, and look for the losing patterns. Like in what conditions did you lose? Or how do you tend to lose in the markets? Maybe your exit timing might be too quick, or your entry was too late, or you may have many reasons of the exit. Maybe psychology affected you to lose also, or you supposed not to lose. You exited there and the market goes afterwards towards that direction without any positions. So you have to identify these losing patterns because there must be the one. And in the future trades, you never take these losing trades with the losing patterns. This is a way to improve your trades. And basically that's how I built my own strategies. Okay, Jorg says, hi Kei, have you ever traded Ichimoku by its own, let's say 1 hour time frame only? I used to, but not recently. Yeah, I used to take only 1 hour or daily. Yeah, I used to take only 1 hour to trade. But of course, I was using Ichimoku plus price actions and lines. But I didn't use any other indicators. Just 1 hour Ichimoku and lines price actions to trade. And it was tradable. But if I start to use multiple time frames, the result became much better. So that's how I trade right now. Okay, thank you for joining. Great to see you. Okay, so now let me come back to CADC's run because we were watching it and we were discussing the buying entry here. So let me go down to 5 minutes. Oh, first of all, for those who are new to my channel today, CADC's run looks to be the best pair to trade right now because daily chart, Kumo is up, Kijun-sen is up, Tenkan-sen is up, a market has been supported by the Tenkan-sen many times previously, and Chikou span above candles, so it's bullish. And it broke the resistance and also the previous candles here. And in terms of 1 hour, it's also bullish. If you take a look at the 1 hour, Kumo is up, Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen are bullish, and Chikou span above candles. So I look for the buying edge. And when I look for the buying edge, I go down to 5 minutes and I don't use Ichimoku, but instead I use the other tools, Bollinger Bands and Stochastics. And it looks like there was a band walk and engulfing breakout happened, but Stochastics is above 80% and two lines are overlapping. So in this case, I simply don't look at the stochastics. And we have new engulfing situation here. And I am waiting for the engulfing breakout bullish to buy. But if it doesn't happen, then I will simply stay away is my trading edge. So this is simply how I break it down to from higher to lower time frames to capture the entry edge. But if this breakout happens, then I will buy, for example here, or considering spread, my buy will be slightly above like this way here. Let's say buy here, and my stop loss will be below the previous low in the 5, so that will be here. And I will take the stop loss of, let's see how many pips. It's going to be 36 pips of stop loss and take buy at the breakout and see if it goes up continuously or not. That will be my trading plan. But if the breakout doesn't happen, keeps retracing backwards, or if the market breaks this inside bar engulfing against major direction this way, then I will simply walk away and come back a couple of hours later. Or maybe I will come back next Monday. Alright, Ramin says, hi Kei, the videos of Mark Douglas about trading psychology were so useful for me. Thank you very much for introducing it for us. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, that video is also very good. Also, the book, Trading in the Zone. You have to read it. If you haven't read it yet, you must read the Trading in the Zone. I read it at least 5 or 6 times already, and every time I read, I learn a lot. So that is my Bible in psychology. Yeah, it's a really good book. Okay, yeah, thank you for joining everybody. Great to see you here. Okay. Okay, Ekhargao says, hi Kei, says I made 25 million USD shorting Luna from 2.80 to 0.0039. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's an amazing profit. So I would say just keep going and be consistent. Yeah, never be overconfident even if you have the big profits, because you may lose on the next trade. So yeah, be consistent is a key. Okay, let's see. Camilo says, Kei-san, maybe not today talk, but maybe Kei-san, can we talk about choosing a right and trustable broker? Yeah, in terms of the broker, I don't really talk about it because I think it's different among the regions. When I was in Japan, I was using two brokers, and I'm still using the one right now, which is XM. I'm using xmtrading.com, and also, yeah, I'm actually using that one only right now. But I'm looking for another good broker right now for myself in Dubai. But yeah, I don't really prefer to talk about the brokers because I think it's different among the regions. Okay, Yash says, can you look at the Bitcoin? All right, let me check. Looks like it's still ranging. It's at the support, so we'll skip this one. And let's look into the BTC USD. Oh, looks like all the cryptos are bullish today. I see all the green numbers. So that's interesting. Yesterday was bearish, but today is bullish. So let's look into the daily time frame. Okay, so there was a doji yesterday, and today is bullish, and this doji looks to be broken bullish. So yeah, from here, if it closes like this, then from tomorrow, it goes up and retraces back to Kijun-sen. So if you buy right now, then Kijun-sen in the daily will be the target, which is yeah, looks like today's retracement, but it doesn't mean that the market goes up from here continuously. It may break the doji and continuously go down as well. So if this were Forex, then I will stay away. Yeah, because I never traded cryptos before. I never traded before, but it may break the support. If this were the Forex, then it may break support after, let's say, reaching back to the Kijun Sen, resisted, and go down also in Forex. So yeah, it's basically based on my technical analysis by Ichimoku, but that's how I see the market. Let me check 1 hour. Okay, in 1 hour time frame, looks like market is very small volatility. We see lots of doji candles. So yeah, better to wait for the resistance in 1 hour, 30,959.34, and buy. And then target to the daily Kijun Sen up here. I think that will be the trading plan. Okay, so that's the BTC USD. Okay, NZD-CAD please. All right, let me check. NZD-CAD. Okay, starting from a daily time frame, NZD-CAD is bearish. Yep, it has been bearish now. And let's see if this is close to support, the previous support. The previous support was all the way down here on 0.8015, so the market may go down to that level. That will be the target. Yeah, looks good. This is stably downtrending after this outside bar breakout. The market has been continuously downtrending, so yeah, you can continuously look for the sell chance. So let me come back to CADC's run in a 5-minute and see what's happening right now. Oh, looks like it broke the engulfing against major direction. So in this case, I would delete all these lines, simply forget about this market, and stay away for the next couple of hours. Because most likely it won't go up soon. When I see the reverse like this, it may further retrace back to the previous support in the 5. So yeah, no chance to trade. So I will simply stay away from this one. Okay. Ichao says, Kei-san, can you review Euro CAD? Looks like CAD is trending now. Okay, let me check CAD currency. CAD is going backwards now. Oh, looks like we have some retracement. CAD is going backwards, AUD is going weaker, JPY is going stronger, and NZD is going weaker now. So looks like markets are retracing. So yeah, I think that will be very tricky. Like this, it's retracing now, simply stay away. KOM says, I divided my balance to my account to scalp, but one of them margin called today with all profit of this week. Oh, so you have to know about the risk management. Yeah, that becomes the very key. Yeah. Yeah, never lose everything, right? Only risk 2% per trade to stop loss. So calculate the risk per trade 2% over your whole account to stop loss so that worst case scenario becomes 2% drawdown on each trade. Okay, Stefano says, in this case, CAD6 run, are you confident in open trade even if there is a weekend? If there are all the conditions, you are not scared to open at the end of the week. Yeah, even if it's weekend, if I can set the break even before I go to bed, then that's okay. Because if I can set the break even until I go to bed, then I will simply exit and come back on Monday. Yeah, I never hold a position with a stop loss below my position over the weekend or before I go to bed. I never do that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin is bullish now. Yeah, it's going up in the 1 hour. Okay. Oh, HR says The Disciplined Trader, also by Mark Douglas. Yeah, that's a good book also. Yeah, that's also a good book. The Disciplined Trader. Yeah, let's see. Magesh says, hello, sir. I also work in Dubai. Started FX trading just a week ago and lost almost $100, which is big amount for me. I just want to get out of wage slavery. So yeah, if you lost 100 and if you think that's big, then please practice first. Yeah, never rush to make profits because that will be gambling. So before you jump into markets, practice, get the knowledge, basic fundamental knowledges about the candlesticks and also lines, how to draw lines, how to see charts correctly with these tools, and then practice and prove yourself that in a demo account you have some profits, and then start trade real. Or you can practice with the tester, at least practice 50 to 100 trades and see a good result. Good result means the PF, profit factor, should be above 5 in a tester, and also the max drawdown per trade should be less than 2%. And then you can practice on the live market. But if you can't see the performance yet, then I never advise you to trade with the real money. Yeah, because most likely that will be a gambling. Yeah, we have to trade logically. This trade, the market basically is random walk. So the markets are moving randomly. But as you practice and as you see more patterns in the markets, then you have experience and you will start to get a sense of, okay, in this pattern, the market may go backwards because in previously, I've seen this pattern and it was down. So this time it may happen. And when it really happens, then you can sell there and make profits. So, yeah, after you master these basics like engulfing breakouts or Ichimoku or trend line bounce, all these basics, then try to remember these patterns in your brain, in your body as experience. And then with that experience, you start to see charts so that you can expect which way the market goes. So just like this one right now, just as we talked just earlier, I was mentioning this engulfing breakout. And the reason why I was waiting for the engulfing breakout this time was because when it happens, most likely it goes up, is my experience. But this time, it broke bearish against major direction. And I also know that when this kind of thing happens, when the market breaks against major direction, then it may take time for the market to break the resistance next time. And we can't tell how long it takes. It may take a couple minutes, couple hours, or a couple of days, or a couple of weeks. We're not sure. It may continuously go down also and becomes downtrend afterwards. So that's why these pattern recognition is very important in trading. So I use Bollinger Band and Stochastics, but these are the supportive tools for me. I value the price action the most on all the time frames I check, including higher time frames. Together with the Ichimoku, I also look into the price actions. So that's an important concept to keep in mind. Okay, so I guess I will end the live in about 5 minutes. So yeah, I guess we just do some free talk for now. So yeah, this week I took only one trade. It was CADJPY. I actually took that trade yesterday and made some profits, and that was my only trade. And last week I only took one trade also, and it was a loss. So for me, the month of May has been quite how do you say, quite quiet. Yeah, very quiet. I mean, I don't really trade actively because I took good profits in the months of March and April, and that's why I'm taking it easy on the month of May. So sometimes, even if I see a good trends in the markets, I don't take that. I intentionally stay away and see how the market moves afterwards. And when it really moves towards my expected direction, then I can be confident on my next race. But if it goes backwards against my direction without any positions, then that can also be a learning. So basically that's what I was doing last week and this week without taking so much positions. So yeah, I guess also whenever the news happens, it goes backwards. Like especially last week we had big news, and every time the news happens, the market just goes backwards. USD was sold and bought last week, very aggressive. So in the weeks like this, I will simply stay away because I know the market becomes tricky and it can change direction at any time. So that was my experience also. This is something that's not in the textbook. I never read this kind of thing in the textbook, but this is just basically based on my experience. I can feel that this is time to away. This is time to focus trades, and I have still a challenge to put these things into words. But as I do these lives or videos, I will keep explaining on these feelings towards the markets. So yeah, anyways, thank you for joining everybody. This is Happy Friday. So I hope you have a great weekend ahead, and get ready to trade also next week. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Right bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.